person or live Linfeng's Ambessa, but, you know, just knowing most of his champion performances with control mages.
Maokai, and he doesn't have his nature's or his twisting advance quite yet, so he'll get it off of this Gromp, but I think the timing is just not there.
Yeah, he's actually skipping the Gromp. They're just going to start off the dive right now. Who's going to start up? Breathe dodges the crash down. Makes him look a little bit silly. The Ignite is ticking down, but Moham is trying to take up the turn shots. No! First blood of the first feat of strength goes over to
There it is. GG.
It's disaster for OMG. Weibo Gaming making them look what happened on that bottom side of the map. They just now have to, you know, try and farm their way through the next few minutes and try to play to their comp strength, as Moham is actually going to force this engage on to Breathe, but he's super deep, and no one from OMG can really follow up, so now that just felt like a waste of time, and the rest of OMG now just scatterbrained as they're all going in one by one. I mean, Linfeng now tries to send it on the public execution, but can't really commit to the play, and the rest of Weibo Gaming are just, you know, scratching the heads going, I mean,
this was a team that, despite having some young upstarts or some players that necessarily haven't gotten all the most shine, was a team that unfortunately just didn't have too much in the way of shot calling. Now, Breathe literally takes no damage, by the way.
And it takes a while to take him down, but they eventually get it, and Hung cutting off his escape route means that Breathe could only... I mean, the nice thing...
No! 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 No!
He might be fine. Hang on. Let him
Oh, I don't think he's dying. I just think he's messing up his team's tempo. Like, they all wanted to recall. I think maybe they'll play on the next wave for the Grubs, or they're just going to give
just taken by Tien, so he can support this push. This is first turret going over to Weibo Gaming. No more opportunity for OMG to play for the feats of strength. Detection from Hong and Light. So they have an opportunity to try and force an engage. It would have to be off of Moham, starting at Q Flash. The equalizer does not connect onto Light as he backs up, flashes away, cannot save his support, and OMG at least pick up another kill for the Troubles.
All right, I mean, Weibo are going to have so much gold. Tien again here, now with the Trinity Force, walks into the turret with his mid laner. They take this turret, they can take this wave, then move on over. It's going to be OMG answering with the Dragon on the opposite side, but I don't think it matters. Look at how much gold they're trying to get into this mid-jungle duo from the side of Weibo.
Yeah, I mean, this is their way of combating the gold generation that OMG are trying to play for on the map. This is now them leveraging so much map control, taking out that second tier turret in the top side of the map. They can now get pretty much... Nice, man. Good teleport. OMG still want to play for this fight, though. Tien might be in trouble. Tries to use the clone, but still gets tagged by that Maokai ultimate, and the equalizer is cooking him alive. Hong might be able to get out alive, but it's a flash, and Linfeng secures the kill onto Tien as well. Light, meanwhile, just taking the map advantage that they can go for, pushing through mid lane. Breathe and Xiaohu going for the turret on the bottom side of the map. Linfeng had teleported in, but Light wants to flash in. Public execution will turn around for just one moment, but he cannot escape the Wrath of Light as he sends a full bullet time channel, and the rest of Weibo Gaming continuing to leverage map control on their side.
This line of play from Weibo is just having to be a Xiaohu team. Xiaohu, I think in 2023 was one of the best split pushing mid laners and was one of the people to actually get on the Tristana hype train a little bit before everybody else. And then we got to see him in the AD carry meta. Obviously things didn't quite shake out perfectly.
Kind of the play style we were going to expect and continue to expect from Weibo Gaming, despite the roster change with Tien and Hong coming in as the new jungle and support. They're pretty much still adapting to the same game plan that Xiaohu and Weibo Gaming and company have really set up as their blueprint. Now, Xiaohu, however, might be in trouble. Moham with the connect, but he flashes over the crash down in the Magnet Storm. He still gets out. And Hung might be in trouble as Hung connects grand entrance into the bullet time. Good night, Hung. That tree is getting chopped down to cinders.
Doesn't matter if you've got the first strike. It doesn't matter if you can't find anything. Tien is here as well. He's getting spicy with it. He's probably going to try and find something. That's a flash out from Moham. Tien's continuing this engage. He has ultimate. Breathes here. Xiaohu's coming soon too.
Oh, he is itching to flash Cyclone. Just gets one more Nimbus Strike. Flashes away from the Deadly Flourish. They might be in trouble. Public execution tries to lock him down. Cyclone spins away to safety. Now trying to block these curtain call shots is Xiaohu, defending his jungler from certain death. Breathe might not be so lucky. Deadly Flourish connects, and Linfeng slices him down.
I know I told you this before we started the show, but Tien really is your spirit animal, man.
I think that's the build for the new Horizon focus, or since it's been changed up since the last time we saw it being built a lot by other mages in the past. But this Maokai is not tanky at all. He has 300 HP from the Liandries, and that's it. There's no real resistance runes in his kit. There's no real resistances being built. So if he ever gets caught out, this guy will get popped like a balloon. And for Weibo Gaming,
it worked for my storyline because I really wanted to like continue like making the joke that like Voracious was going to be an LCK exclusive, but watching the LCK Cup, they did like almost all Ruinous, if I remember correctly. So they're doing better than us. They had some off-road players though, so
now,
maybe that's what we need
that
to
was
do,
a show match.
when you are in a bit of a tricky spot, 7,000 gold down here, or 5,000 gold down here. But Otacon here for the side of Weibo, which means for the next...
Which is a new item, the only new item that has been introduced. We'll talk more about that later as the siege continues to happen. There's Hong. He sends it. Bullet time rips through the front line and takes out Starry. No marksman for the rest of OMG as they try to make the best out of this defense. But the inhibitor will fall, and Weibo Gaming now turn their eyes towards the mid lane, and they'll take a second set of structures on the way out.
Is that going to be game as well? I mean, they have another minion wave here from bottom lane. They still have the GAs that are in their back pocket, and they can teleport both Breathe and Xiaohu. Xiaohu does not care. One-shot that guy!
Yep, tree dead, no front line available other than Mohan, but he can't get in there at all. He tries to look for the Shattering Strike and the Magnet Storm, but it's not going to set it up. Wait a minute, Weibo Gaming are all falling down, but it's just all the GAs getting popped thanks to that voracious Otacon. And so, yes, Weibo Gaming do get the happy game, send it all on the next self killed under the tower, and then immediately get to buy your items and run straight to the Baron.
Beautiful utilization of the Otacon buff there. Means that it's a Baron coming in. We'll see what OMG can do. Looks like they're going to try and find an engage. Teleport from Harry.
1600. Hong, does he see it? Tian secures the Baron. Moham sends it with the Q flash. They pop Xiaohu. Can they look for more? Light is completely cut off from the rest of his team as Tian tries to escape over the Baron pit wall, trying to section off Starry. As he's forced to end the curtain call early, and the Cyclone is going to take out the Jhin as he flashes away, but Tian's got a flash Nimbus strike of his own to take out the marksman once again. Hung left all by his lonesome, got nowhere else to run, and with 4 members gone, only Lin Feng up and Harry also available, I think Weibo Gaming feel confident enough to take the game to the end.
Moham is available. It's going to be a 3v3. Jungle and bot lane for Weibo and the solo lanes as well as their support. Lin Feng tries to cut the wave.
He gets a decent amount of damage on the Light. Hang on, Harry. Flamethrower. Flame spinning. Good night, Light. Wait a minute. Weibo Gaming can't actually push for the end here. OMG will hold their ground here, but a teleport is coming in. Xiaohu, the reinforcements are coming for the second reprieve. Tian is low on HP, but Xiaohu will try to push them back, but it's just enough to guarantee that Tian
and group that they've kind of put themselves or gotten themselves into, it's not looking good for OMG.
Yeah, and I think the credit that you can give over to them that, Weibo Gaming are not going to be, pushovers. I had them as the first exiting the group. So, I'm not feeling too down on OMG. Obviously, there's things that they could have done better as they're going to send it one last Hail Mary engage. Tian gets caught. Oh my goodness, that might have been a Rafa engage after all. Weibo Gaming, they're going to have to survive.
Let's go, OMG!
Wait a minute, Xiaohu also falls. Weibo Gaming only down to 3 members here. Now Breathe comes in. OMG were almost down 9,000 gold before that engage, and now they shored up the gold difference to just under 8,000. As this engage from Hung actually is dodged by Xiaohu, but the equalizer tags him, and he's gone. Hung then flashes away. Breathe tries to close the distance with a flash of his own to the skies, and he is pinned over towards Weibo's Gaming's turret. Nothing else that OMG could have done to save their jungler, but at least they got another kill for themselves on the Xiaohu, but now they have to make sure that they can retreat safe.
From Lin Feng, so things you kind of need to take into consideration, but no longer having flash on Breathe does mean that he is a potential target for them as they make this engage in a mid.
Oh no! Starry looks and takes a step too far in the mid lane. Tian sends it. The Cyclone is just ripping through OMG members one by one. Lin Feng already forced the flash. Harry does the same.
Nice job, Harry.
Pops the stasis. Wait a minute. They might be able to buy some time, but Light rips through them with that bullet time, and Tian takes the crushing blow once again to Moham's face. A teleport from Xiaohu allows him to rejoin the fight. Hung is back up, and he is back down into the grave. And he's going to be on the green screen simulator for the last few seconds of this game as Weibo Gaming clean house, full ace on the side of OMG, and the second game goes over to Weibo Gaming.
Why did the turret? But whatever, bro. That was a great game coming in from Weibo. It got him.